John McCain has said that Trump is endangering the peace that we've seen in the world since World War II. And let me show you why that is so true. On this map, you can see the Russian Empire at the onset of World War I. It reached all the way out to the Baltic Sea. Since Moscow started expanding, its ambition has always been to reach the sea because it's transporting over the sea that is so important for trade. But during the First World War and the Russian Revolution, a number of countries made themselves independent from Russia. Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland was recreated too at the end of World War I. So at the onset of World War II, that started because Stalin wanted to get back to the Baltic Sea. Stalin wanted to retake the territories that had been part of the Russian Empire. And that is why he made this deal, the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact, with Germany. It was Stalin's initiative to split these countries so that Germany would get half of Poland and Stalin would get the rest. And that's the way it stayed. Well, he couldn't take Finland because the Finns defended themselves successfully in the Winter War. But he took Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and a large part of what was Poland in the interwar years. And then that stayed that way until the collapse of the Soviet Union, when Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania once again became independent countries. And that is what Putin doesn't like. So if you look at this map here, Putin has already taken the yellow parts of Ukraine, and Belarus is a newly created country after the collapse of the Soviet Union, which is an ally of Putin's. And then Russia has the Kaliningrad area, which is not connected. It's an important navy base, but it's not connected to the rest of Russia because Lithuania is in between Lithuania and Belarus, or Lithuania and Latvia. So if he could take Latvia and Lithuania, and well, also why not take Estonia, because that way he would have the continuous shore from St. Petersburg to Kaliningrad. So that is certainly in the interest of Putin to take those three countries, marked in yellow here. Now, since they are part of NATO, there is an obligation from NATO to defend them in case of attack. And that is why it is so dangerous to do what Trump did and imply that the United States would not defend NATO allies. That is an invitation to Putin to start a war there. And don't think that that's something unthinkable, because according to military studies, for instance, Sweden came out with one on December 8th that said that Russia has systematically invested in building up the military capability to start a war of aggression towards Europe. They have armies of 150,000 men ready to attack. And the only country in NATO that has the necessary resources in order to resist such an attack is the United States. So if the United States is sitting on the sideline, then Putin could feel emboldened to attack. And then is the question becomes, what will Europe do? If Europe does nothing, then Putin wins, and that may well be his calculation. But it's, in my opinion, unlikely that Europe will accept that. And then we have World War III.